I will give the first word to Saldus Brocēnu Youth House to tell their story.
Hello, everyone. Hi. We are very, very happy to share our experience. We also have a little presentation, so our story is more structured, and we don't forget some important things. You can share the screen.
Yes. One moment, please.
I think it's time that we also introduce ourselves. I am Laura. I am the deputy director in the field of youth,
and my name is Lana. It's easier because my full name is Svetlana, and I'm a mobile worker.
Yeah. So in our presentation, we put information that is important to us, that some conclusions that we have after the time that we have done this mobile work, and so I hope you will enjoy.
Yes.
Okay, so the mobile youth work in Saldus region. In order to understand how work with youth is structured in Saldus region, in this slide we put the system of the youth work, and as you can see, youth work is a part of this system, and some of the fields are a little darker, and that means that they indicate the people who are doing the youth work or is engaging in the youth work. Primary, we have one employee. This is Sveta, who plans and does the mobile work. But in case of need, if we need to replace her or she needs extra help, then youth workers who primarily work in Saldus Brocēnu youth houses, or we also get involved in the mobile youth work. Sveta's basic workplace is in Brocēnu jauniešu, Brocēnu youth house, and she does the planning there, and when she's not doing the mobile youth work, then she is participating in the youth house work. And in the context of the mobile youth work, the coordinators of the youth work in the parishes also need to be mentioned, and they are people who already do the youth work in some of the parishes. As you can see, we have 8 youth coordinators in 9 parishes of the Saldus region. In total, we have 19 parishes and 2 main cities, Saldus and Brocēni. Mobile work also takes place in the parishes where we have youth coordinator, and in this case it's like additional bonus to the youngsters in these parishes, and also youth workers can be extra help for Sveta or the other way around, or sometimes Sveta can be help to those youth coordinators in those parishes. And if we talk about the system of the mobile youth work, there are some bullet points that we have to name. And for example, the first one is that we have our own transport. As you can see in the picture, we have a bus. It has 9 passengers, passenger seats. So we can transport youngsters to the activities or in other necessities. Also, we have a budget for activities, and every month we make a youth work plan. So that's the case to which we can stick to, and also show in public that mobile work is happening, and everything is going in those parishes. But here you can see the system, as I told before, we have 19 parishes. In the mobile youth work, we make activities in. We do activities in 18 of them, and now it's almost 2.5 years that we have mobile youth work in the system of the youth work of Saldus region, and we also have our first conclusions, and because of those conclusions we have changed the system a little bit, so that's why there is this word now written in this slide. In the month, we have 10 mobile youth work activities that is happening, and the system is that once in a quarter, we go to the parishes where there are youth coordinators. 2 times a month, there are 2 parishes that those are parishes where there is good activity from the youngsters. They come to the activities. It's easy to reach them. They are very active, and the communication is pretty good. So we decided that it's possible to go there 2 times per month. So those are those parishes, and each month we go to the parishes where there is a school, but there is average activity from the youngsters. We call them as our challenge parishes, because they have a lot of potential, but the activity from the youngsters is different. Sometimes there are a lot of youngsters. Sometimes they are pretty hard to reach. So we don't put them aside, but we continue to go to them every month. And we also work so we can activate them even more. And also there are parishes that is really hard to reach, and the youngsters are less there, and so we decided that those parishes, we're going to go to those parishes in summer or in holidays. So we go to them, but it's not effective to go there every month or even more. So, and if we talk about the mobile youth work, then obviously we need to talk about the activities, and of course it's for youngsters. It is important that we have verified activities, and of course they are based on the wishes and suggestions of the young people. And maybe Sveta can tell a little bit about the character of those activities.
Yes, activities is different in every parishes. That's why. Sorry, my English is not so good. but when I go to some parishes, I ask the young people, "What do you want from me?" And they tell me, "I want the party." Okay, you got a party. And I have one parish where every month is a party. Every month they do a party to themselves. I just go and give them the lights, the sound, yes.
Basically the resources that they need,
yes.
Like extra resources what they need.
Yeah, and I forgot what I want to tell you, but but the activities is different in every parishes, yes.
And mostly those are creative workshops or some master classes, for example, in cooking or another type of things. Also bike rides, right? And
yes.
And hiking and all of that stuff. So yeah, the character of the activities are very different in every parish. And if we talk about the beginning of the youth work in the implementation process, the first thing that we did, of course, we were going to the municipality and we told them that we need the youth work and everything. And I would say that in our case, it was the right time and the right place. I guess we can use this metaphor because we the beginning of the mobile youth work was when the territorial reform was happening. So we had an active project in which we get to know the youth work system in Saldus and also in the Brocēnu. So we were thinking how we can combine those both systems, and one of the things that we we decided that yeah, the mobile work is needed. So it was very important to create the confidence in the municipality about the necessity of the youth work. It is necessary, and youngsters will come, and we have to go around all the region, not just on the work on the cities. So the first thing that we did was mapping. We were going to those parishes to identify the situation and resources in the parishes. So we went to every parish. We met with the persons that are working there, and we were looking. Oh, if there is a lake, or maybe there is a sports field, or maybe there is a outside table where we can make those activities. Also, we were explaining the nature of the mobile youth work to those involved. For example, our youth coordinators. The first reaction of them were where for some of them it was like they were questioning why we need this mobile work if we are doing this youth work in the parishes. But then we explained that this can be, like I said, additional bonus, and then this is going to be something good for them and also for the youngsters. And right now, after the time that Sveta has gone there, they're really happy, and they are actually asking for more times, not just this one time in the quarter. And also we explained the nature of the mobile youth work to the heads of the parishes administrators, those who work in the library, those who work in the cultural centers, because those are the ones that we are cooperating. So the next step was, and the thing is that you have to build a communication and cooperation with the representatives of the parish, because those are the ones who you cooperate when you need to plan the mobile activities. And at the beginning of the mobile youth work, when the actual activities started, the first thing was, we were asking youngsters what do they want, what is their interests, what do they like to what they like to do with their free time, where they spend their free time. So basically that was the first thing, and so that gave us some base of the activities that we actually plan. And of course, when we met the youngsters, the thing was, we asked them for their contact information to create youth groups for communication, for example, in the WhatsApp or in other places, because it's important to build this communication, and one of the ways how to do it with the youngsters is through mobile phones, so we can send them that we are going next time on this date, and it's going to be there, so they know when the next activity is going to be. And also we were informing them about the places where young people can learn about mobile youth work activities, where they can find information, and so the next time they also come to those activities. And our conclusions after this time is that if there is a youth room or a youth place or school in parish, it's an advantage, because we can go to the school. We actually have a pretty good communication and cooperation with schools. And yesterday also we were going to one school in the parish, and we were there was an informal lesson for youngsters about smoking, about that theme. And so it happens pretty often that we actually go to schools, and apparently we have shown that we can make some useful lessons for youngsters, and they actually and schools sometimes tell us about the problem that they have, and so we are trying to make some lesson plan, and actually that's a way how also we do this mobile work. Of course, cooperation and communication are at the head of everything, with the schools, with libraries, with cultural centers, because if you know how to communicate polite and and so on. The cooperation will happen, and it's very important in the mobile youth work. As I said, youth work coordinators in the parishes see mobile work as advantage. So they think that it's a great thing that's happening, and of course our own transport and resources is needed in this mobile if you want to do the mobile work. What are the obstacles, or we put the minus symbol, is that there is unpredictable number of participants in those activities, because we have had experience that we are planning activity for example 10 youngsters, but only 5 of them came actually to the activity, or none. And there has been cases when we plan activity for 10 youngsters, but in reality there come 20 of them. So you have to be very flexible in everything. And of course, like everything, like everywhere, the reaching of young people is a challenge. The information. We work there's a lot of ways how we try to give information to the parishes and so youngsters are reached, but it's still a challenge. It's still a challenge. But the one conclusion that it needs to be taken, if you are doing the mobile youth work, after some time it is necessary to restore the system, like we did at the beginning of this year. Yeah, so we restored the system because we were going through all the parishes and we discussed and looked at the situation in each parish, and so we upgraded the system that we had before. And our recommendations for the organizations or the youth centers that are doing the mobile youth work, or who wants to start the mobile youth work, is that it's important to identify opportunities and resources at the beginning. So what are the resources in the parishes? It's very important. Also, you need to take into account that the employee who does the mobile work can sometimes be gone. For example, if he have a vacation or he's sick, so you have to think about that. Who will replace the youth worker who does the mobile work? In our case, it's we can be flexible because, as I said before, that if Sveta needs extra help, or if she's not around and she can go to the activity, then I jump in, or other youth workers that work in the youth houses can jump in. But that's a pretty important step that you have to think about, because regularity is the key of the mobile youth work. And so yeah. Also, one thing that you need to accept, or maybe know that sometimes the target audience in the parishes or the age group of the participants will not always be 13 to 25 years old. There can be younger youngsters that can come to activities, because sometimes if there is a 13-year-old boy, he brings his little sister or his little brother, and so you're not going to say no, because every youngster is important. So sometimes you have to, if you plan the activity, you have to be prepared that there's going to be maybe younger youngsters. Of course, there can be activities that are strictly in this age gap that no one who's younger than 13 can come, but mostly you have to be open to the fact that there can be younger youngsters. Also, be ready every time you do the mobile work and go to the mobile activity. Be ready, because planning is the key in the mobile youth work. As you can think for yourself that you need to plan this mobile activity in every detail. What are the things that you need to bring to yourself with you, and so all the steps you need to be planning in your head before you're going to the parish. Also, prepare plan B or C, as we said before, that if you plan activity for 10 youngsters and only 5 came to the activity, obviously you need to improvise. So be ready for that. and take it into account that not always one approach will work everywhere, because in our situation also there's not a case that one activity can work in different parishes sometimes, and especially one approach. For example, how we give information to youngsters, it can be very different in some of the parishes, because maybe in some parish it's okay that we just send a WhatsApp message or put a poster on the Instagram, but in some parishes there has been times that we were actually going to the parishes and we put posters to every poster board in the parish. So yeah, you have to sometimes have individual approach in the parishes. And the last thing, but not least, is the social networks. Be visible, use digital platforms, because first of all, it's a great way to introduce youngsters to what we are doing. It's a great way where they can look, where they can see, when and where activities are happening. And also, it's if we are visible, then others see what we are doing, and it's very important that others see that this mobile youth work is necessary, and that it's doing great. And so yeah, be visible. And if you want to find us, and if you want to know what we are doing, then go to Instagram page Saldus jauniešu. Here, and you can see the activity plan, also the pictures from the activities, and also other information about mobile youth work, and mainly about the work with the youngsters in Saldus municipality and also in the region. So that is our short but
story about mobile work.
I hope we hope you understood what we were telling, and if you have some questions, you can ask us, and we will try to answer them.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. It was a very good presentation, very detailed, I would say. I loved it. Thank you. And is there any questions? Feel free.
First of all, I love the recommendations. I will share them with someone else because they're very specific and very good. Also, is the bus owned by the youth center?
The municipality gave it to us, so it belongs to the municipality. But in our budget, we planned the liquid
diesel.
Yeah. We plan that, and also if there is the necessity if we need to go to service and do all the technical things, that's also the thing that we do. But it's not owned, but it's our youth center is the structural unit to Saldus children and youth house. So that is a municipality. Yes, the structure, it is in the municipality. So basically, it owns the municipality. It is just given to us. So
it's our, but not our.
we are part of municipality. So municipality gave it to us.
Yeah, you have a good cooperation.
We were asking for that. We were saying that we need to have this mobile bus, so they went through their resources, and they find suitable thing for us. So one of the buses that they had, they gave to us.
Interesting. Also, it's like 10 activities a month. Yeah, that's a lot. Is it the same in winter, or how the activities depend? You do them in libraries and in schools, as I understand.
Yes. Every month I have 8-10 activities in yes, but sometimes when I go to the parishes, where is very less youngsters, yes. then the activity was it's like I go there, but none come.
No one came.
No one came, and then
That's
yes.
why we looked through the system, because previously the system was that every month we go to those parishes, like in the quarter we go to the parishes with the youth coordinator. So in the month there are 3 parishes that has the youth coordinators that we go to, and in the previous system we have 9 parishes that don't have this youth coordinator. So we had to go to there every month. That was the previous system. But as Sveta said, the reality was showing that there are some parishes that we go, but no one came once. We go there another time. Also, no one came, or it was really hard to reach them. Only one youngster came, or 2 youngsters came. So but if we did the activity in the summer and there is lake, and we were, for example, supping, I hope it's and so 6 youngsters came. So we decided, that maybe that works for this parish. So we are going there in the summer because there is sports field, there is lake, so we're going to do those kind of activities there. We go with our youngsters. We have this bus who has 9 passenger seats, of course, with the chauffeur, but we can have extra 7 youngsters for example, from youth house. So we go there with our 7 youngsters. 6 youngsters from this parish are coming to the activity. So we have a pretty large group of youngsters. So they can meet each other. They can build a communication, and also we have a pretty reasonable activity. And also the resources that we use are used wisely, not just because we have to draw there, then we are going there. So that's why in this system that we have right now, we saw that there are 2 parishes that is going pretty well. So we decided we can go there 2 times per month. Of course, we were calculating the diesel amount of diesel that we are spending on those trips, because the distance between the Saldus Brocēnu to the parish can be up to 50 kilometers. So that's a pretty long distance. And that's why we upgraded the system, and it was necessary to do some changes in the system. But I think that this is the second month that we are doing this kind of system, and of course after some time we're going to do our conclusions, and maybe we're going to change something. But for now, I think that it's going to be a pretty good change.
Sounds like it works very well for you. That were my questions. That's it for me.
I think that youth work is not always easy. We have to be ready for obstacles, but that's why we have to be creative, and that's why we have to always do some innovations that it can work and it can go upwards. Yeah.
I have a question for you. Tell me, please, how many youth workers, including youth coordinators, you have in your municipality?
Yeah, we have 3 youth workers. Sveta is the one who is responsible for mobile youth work, and then there is the one girl that is responsible mainly for Saldus Youth House, and one that is responsible for Brocēnu Youth House. I'm the deputy director in the field of youth of Saldus Children and Youth Center. My workplace is in youth house, so I'm when there is the need, I'm also in the youth. I also do the youth work. I also work in youth house, or I go with Sveta to those mobile activities. And there has been some cases when Sveta is sick, and I go alone to this mobile activity. But basically we have 3 full-time youth workers, and in those parishes we have 8 youth coordinators, but as you could see in the presentation, they are working 0.2. That's their they don't have a full. They're not full-time youth coordinators. And also we have a youth specialist, but she's doing her thing. She's not participating in the everyday activities.
Okay, thank you.
Is there any more questions? No? No questions anymore? I think no. Oh, so yeah, we have received a question.
Okay.
Is the budget for mobile youth work is coming only from municipality, or you also write projects like we do for mobile youth work?
For youth houses and also for mobile youth, the main budget is from municipality. We plan it in our budget, and for the activities in the year, it's very it's a good amount of budget. But we write projects and to give more opportunities to the youngsters, and in every project we try to include some parishes that we go there or activities that are happening there. And actually before we had the mobile youth work, projects were the thing that how we actually how we actually did this mobile youth work, non-formal mobile work. And maybe because we were doing those activities that were happening in the parishes, because we actually had one project where we were planning. We had a bus with 43 or 44 seats, and we made a map, and we told youngsters at this time you're going to be in there, at this time you're going to be there, and we were going and we were stopping at those pit stops, and we were picking up youngsters, and when we went to the parish where the activity was happening, we had the activity, and on our way home they were going to their parishes when we stopped there. And I think that when we were beginning this mobile youth work, and when we told the municipality about it, we actually had a pretty good experience, because we had examples that we could share. We were going to the parishes. It was doing great. We need this to do often and regularly. So we had some base that we were doing before, and I think that convinced the municipality even more that we need this mobile work. But even still we do that. And actually we had a tradition that one of the largest events for youngsters, Saldus Youth Forum, is happening in one of the parishes, and so that's like every year activity, and that's also a good way how we combine the parishes, because on that day when the youth forum is happening there, all the youngsters go to that parish, and that's a great way for them to get to know the parish. And also in that case, they also youngsters get to know the Saldus region. So
okay, thank you very much.